I'm going to share with you guys about what happened last year for us to decide to move to the mainland, as we call it. And if you're from Hawaii, you know what that means. But for everybody else, we lived on an island away from the rest of the states. So the mainland, get it? Anyways, we decided that we were going to move to the mainland. And it was not Nevada at first, guys. We were thinking of moving to Minnesota, something totally different from where we are normally, like the weather, right? We're paradise, Minnesota, snow, cold. Anyways, we were gonna move to Minnesota because my daughter had decided that she was gonna go that route because after she graduates, she'd grown, she could do whatever she want. But we all know mom and dad was still providing for her. Anyways, 5 months later, I had to bring her back home. Of course, she got homesick. Second of all, she wasn't grown. She still needed mom and dad. And, you know, she didn't realize, like, how much we have done for her until she moved. See, I've always made our lives easier because I didn't want to work harder. And not only that, people don't realize when you do little tweaks in your life, like saying putting a garbage can in the living room instead of just walking all the way to the kitchen, because that's where it is. When I had my kids, it was easier to change diapers. Boom, put the diaper and yeah, whatever. But we decided we still wanted to move. Now, the thing was, what state? And everything did depend on my husband because he was the main breadwinner. And it was between Arizona, Nevada, and Colorado. And it shouldn't have been Nevada because the company was not here that my husband was working for, but the union is here. So we decided on Nevada, and we got ourselves a realtor. Number one, to help us sell our apartment back in Hawaii. And number two, to get an apartment here to rent before we purchase a home. So while all of that is going on, and we had things panned out for us, it was stressful as fuck, let me tell you. And I had to keep my mindset straight, calm. Don't get me wrong, I had days that I was crying because it was getting overwhelming because everything was on my shoulders. Like how to sell things, how to pack things. And mind you, when we packed, we just opened the box, grabbed whatever we could within the house, and started packing every single day, at least 2 to 3 boxes every single day, because we've never moved before. I mean, we did, but that was in the same state, just a different city. That was it. And this time it was moving to a different state. And let me tell you, there was kitchen stuff and with living room things, and it was all mixed up. It was all kapakai. And it didn't matter because it was our stuff. And Laurie, the way I think, like, I can remember things. I don't know how, but I do, okay? And no, nothing was written down of what we had in our U-Haul. But it was funny. Not funny. And I'm sharing with you guys that even to get the U-Haul, because it was between U-Haul and Pods. Where we live, you couldn't have the Pods. And Pods was way further. It was like 45 minutes away from us. Where U-Haul, it was 5 minutes away. So, no-brainer. And when my husband called, because they gave us a number to call to set an appointment, to get the size and blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, it's my niece's mom. And it's funny because she's on the phone and she's like, you don't happen to be related to or married to Laurie, because she was talking to my husband. And I started laughing. I was like, hi, Denise, this blah, blah, blah. But she gets us through the process about how to get our things to the U-Haul area to pack up and whatnot. And we bought the smallest one out there. It was $4,000. And she told us that it wouldn't have arrived here in Nevada till 4th of July. So we're like, okay. And that's not something you can forget because 4th of July, right? Anyways, on top of that, we didn't want to move or leave the island until the ending of May. Yes, I know this story is long, but this is what was happening all last year, okay? And we timed it at the ending of May to sell our apartment, but plus 2 on top of that, we wanted my youngest to finish 6th grade out with her class that she's been with for 7 years. And guys, let me tell you how everything happened. Like, we got a realtor that helped us list our apartment within less than 7 days. I say 3 days. Somebody purchased it. Now, when you sell your home or apartment or whatever in Hawaii, it takes a whole month for everything to transition. We did ask to the end of May, but you have to be out 5 days prior to your end date. So on top of that, besides I had to get five tickets. Number one, I had to get a hotel room for Hawaii for the last 5 days. And let me tell you, when things went wrong, things went wrong. I called the hotel to ask if we could check in early, and because I had done it online, and the boy tells me, no, auntie, you cannot. So I said, okay, whatever. Can we drop off our luggages? Now, mind you, I'm telling this boy that we're moving. So we had choke. We had a lot of luggages to take with us to Nevada. And I get to the hotel and the lady is accommodating me on everything. She goes, what do you mean you can't have an early check-in? It's all you have to do is pay the fee. I said, I'm willing to pay the fee. Let me tell you, because I had to be out of my apartment from 12 noon, and I needed somewhere to put my daughter and her boyfriend and myself. My husband was still working all the way up until my other daughter was still attending school. So all of this is going on. And mind you, my daughters, well, yeah, she's like my daughter, my niece, my oldest niece. Her boyfriend had purchased our vehicle and had asked, can we keep it to the end of the month, and if they can come and pick it up the day that we leave. And she's like, auntie, don't worry about it. It's cool. Like, you use the vehicle until, and then, we'll come pick it up. And they said, plus 2, I wanted to see her before we left. Now, if you guys don't know, I lived in Hawaii for 48 years. I've never moved to a different state before. And she was one of the kids that I took care of, still take care of to today. And her kids are my grandkids. But everything worked out. And we got here. And nothing was easy. Even as much as you plan, like getting a hotel, the airlines, you still gotta pay for luggage. You still have to pay for food. Hello, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner to eat. And of course, my kids being my kids, they're gonna ask for their Starbucks and, a full plate of dinner, like steak and eggs or something like that. But nothing is easy, guys. And no matter how much you plan out, there's always going to be hiccups in the road. It's how you get over those hiccups and still continue. Guys, I'm here in Nevada now with my family of 5, and we're still going. You guys have a blessed day. Aloha.